It was deemed to be a major milestone in the war on illicit drugs trafficking when police officers last week arrested 6 suspects and netted a huge consignment of heroin in a sting operation in Mombasa. At the time, government sources indicated that the consignment weighed 196 kilograms, valued at nearly 500 million shillings. The consignment was on Friday moved from Mombasa to Nairobi, and when the suspects were arraigned in court Monday, they were charged for being in possession of 102 kilograms of heroin, valued at about 392 million shillings. So, just what occasioned the difference in weight? Why a difference of 94 kilograms? Did some of the consignment disappear along the way from Mombasa to Nairobi?
Tunamuuliza Commissioner Itere, tunamuuliza Professor Saitoti, tunamuuliza Lumumba, hawa ambao kwamba kazi yao ni kuchunga na kulinda silaha na mali na uhai wa wananchi wa Kenya wasidhurike. Imekwenda wapi heroini kilo 94?
Even in Parliament, members of Parliament wanted some clarification.
And finally, why was the matter taken to court so quickly without probably proper or appropriate investigation?
But the police say the differences in weight were the result of the initial estimate, being based on the labeling of the dog food packets the heroin was found stashed in, and the latter estimate being the result of actual weighing done in Nairobi.
And in total quantity there were 98 packets. So simple arithmetic, that was coming to 196 kilograms of the drug. But before we charge the suspects, we had to actually do 2 things. Test and confirm that it is actually heroin, and also to determine the actual quantity, which is done by way of measuring.
Further, the police maintained that the heroin whole had not been tampered with and that it was under safe custody. Nonetheless, there were fresh fears that the drug haul intercepted by the police in Mombasa last week could have been part of a major haul that may have escaped the police dragnet and had already found its way into the country. It is believed that high-profile Kenyans, including powerful politicians and business persons, are engaged in the illicit but lucrative trade. Several members of parliament were linked to the drug trafficking trade by the US government, although an independent police report failed to link them to the trade. And today, Juja MP William Kabogo claimed a report on the matter tabled in the August House had gone missing.
I am not sure how a document would vanish from Parliament, whether it is intentional or by mistake, Mr. Speaker.
Documents don't vanish from Parliament, to the best of my knowledge. As a matter of fact, a copy of that document is in my office.
Even as the war on drugs comes under the spotlight, the National Agency for the Campaign Against Drugs, NACADA, says drug consumption did drop significantly when the government stepped up the fight recently.
After Honorable Saitoti mentioned the names of some people who are suspected to be drug barons at the time, we noticed a very sudden drop in the supply of drugs at the coast.
The police force says the war on drugs can be won despite a myriad of challenges facing it. However, Vigilance House says accurate intelligence and public goodwill and support remain crucial pillars of that all-important battle. Abdi Osman, Citizen Live at 9.